guys, so yes, today is the day. I'm finally releasing the Expectations versus Reality tutorial. Why did I wait so long? I'm not too sure, actually. I just thought it was too good of a trick to release the tutorial for it, but I've been getting requests still to this day for a tutorial for this trick, and I just decided, you know what the hell, I'll just do it. So I will warn the beginner magicians who watch this video that this trick is more on the intermediate/advanced side, so just keep that in mind. But for you intermediate/advanced magicians, this should not be too much of a problem. It's actually a pretty simple trick once you get the hang of it, once you practice it enough. And yeah, so let's just get right into the tutorial. So for this, you're just gonna need your normal deck of cards, just like this. It can be completely mixed up, but you're gonna need to get out just a couple of things. So first, you're just gonna get out the 4 aces, and you're gonna put them in chased order. So you're gonna go clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, okay? And then you're actually going to have to get out the 2, 3, 4 of hearts, okay? And then you're gonna order them so that they're going from the top to bottom in descending order. So you're gonna go 4, 3, 2 of hearts, just like this. So they should be in this order. And once you have these 3 cards just like this, you're gonna take them here and place them on top of the deck, and that is the entire setup. So the aces can actually be shuffled and lost somewhere in the middle of the deck, and then you can pull them out in the beginning of the trick, but I'll just start with them out here. But you just want to make sure that if you shuffle the deck and then you pull them out, just make sure that you order them back in chased order. So clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. It's very, very important. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is while you're showing off the aces, you're just going to quickly just get a break right here underneath the top 3 cards. So you can do this by doing a pinky count, just like this, or you can do it by spreading the cards out in your hand and then just squaring up and catching a break right underneath the top 3 cards. And that's really all there is to it. So once you have a break right underneath the top 3 cards, you're going to square up the aces and you're going to place them face up on top of the deck. Now you're going to say that you are going to introduce them one at a time. So at this point, you're going to be lifting them up just like this and then peeling them off one at a time. But normally you would lift up all the cards from the break. So you would have the 4 aces and the 3 cards, and you are going to do that. Like, I'm not lying, you are going to do that, but you are going to do one more little thing. So you have a break, remember. You're going to pick up everything from the break, but you're also going to add one more card with your thumb. So you're just going to basically pick up everything from the pinky break, but also with your thumb, you're just going to pick up one more extra card. And this is a completely random card. Does not matter what that is. And from the front, it should be completely hidden. It just looks like you're holding the pack of 4 aces in your hand. But you should be holding a thumb break with this indifferent card in the back. And that's exactly what you should be doing right now. So once you're holding the cards just like this in biddle grip, you're going to take the first ace, the ace of diamonds, and you're just going to peel it off and say, all right, so we have ace number 1. And then you're going to take the ace of spades, and you're also going to peel it off on top of the deck and say ace number 2. And now before you take this ace of hearts, you're going to come over and pretend like you're going to peel off the ace of hearts with your thumb. But with this thumb, you're actually just going to drop that face down card on top before you do it. So once you drop that card, now you can take this ace of hearts on top, and then keep a break also when you peel it off. So make sure you keep a pinky break separating the ace of hearts from the rest of the deck. And then you're going to take the ace of clubs, and it's actually the ace of clubs with the 2, 3, 4 of hearts. So you're going to take the ace of clubs here and just place it flush on top. And then you're just going to take all the cards from the break and set the entire deck down, and just make sure not to set it down sort of messy, because then you would reveal those aces on the top, and you do not want to reveal that yet. So you're going to want to square that up and leave it as square as possible on the table. So once you do that, you're going to take the aces back, and it looks like you have just counted the aces and then picked them back up, but this is your position right here. You have only 2 aces. The other 3 cards are the 2, 3, 4 of hearts, and they're all face down in the middle. So here's what you're going to do first. So you're going to say that this is sort of like a twisting the aces routine, where I'm taking one of the aces out, turning it over, and putting it back. I'm going to do all of that invisibly. So I'm going to snap my fingers, and that should happen for the first one. So for the first phase, you're just going to do a normal Elmsley count. So you're just going to do a normal Elmsley count just like this, showing that one of the aces has now turned over. So now for the second phase, you're going to do the same motion of you taking the card out, turning it over. When you snap your fingers, you're going to hold the cards in biddle grip, and you're just going to peel off the cards one at a time on top of each other. So you're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and then leave this here. This is actually a double here, so leave this on top as one card. So now it looks like you have 2 cards now face down and the other 2 aces face up. So now you're going to square up all the cards, but leave the bottom card, the ace of clubs, out jogged. And then you're going to ask the spectator to just push the card in. So they're going to go ahead and just sort of push the card in, the ace of clubs. And at this point, you are going to want to mention the name of the ace. So say, take the ace of clubs, push it all the way in so you see it going in face up. Now I'm going to take the ace of clubs, turn it over, and now that card should have turned over. Now you're going to hold the cards in Biddle Grip again, and you're going to do the exact same thing. Just peel off 1, 2, 3 single cards, and this is a double here, holding the ace of hearts and the ace of clubs together as one. So now it really does look like that ace of clubs has turned over. So now for the final phase, you're going to take the ace of hearts and the ace of clubs. This is a double here. So take this double, and you're actually going to place it in the third position. So place the double in the third position, and then when you square up all the cards, you are in perfect position for a final Elmsley count. So when you snap your fingers and you do the final motion, should look like all 4 cards have now turned over. That's basically the end of the first part of the trick. So then the second part is you say, so I can actually take the aces and turn them back over. So you're going to do the same motion again. Snap your fingers, hold the cards in Biddle Grip, and do the same counting off one by one. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then hold this as a double here. What you're going to do is just give it a slight little squeeze just like this, and then you're going to drop that on the table and just make sure they don't separate like they just did. So, and to avoid this, you don't want to drop them from too high, so don't do that because then they'll be sure to separate. And the other thing is to give that little squeeze. That will squeeze all the air out between them, and they'll just be more likely to stick together. Do it closer to the table, and that will make sure that they don't separate as easily. So that was pretty good right there, so I'll leave it there. And then you're going to say, so I could do that same thing with the other 3 aces, but that would be boring, and that's why I switched out the aces for the 2, the 3, the 4 of hearts, and then you can just flip these 3 cards over and reveal that you have now the 2, 3, 4 of hearts, just like this. So once you have this, you're just going to want to reverse count these cards again, so make sure they're going in descending order. So you just put the 4, and then the 3, and then the 2. And you're going to put all these cards on top of the ace of hearts. So put that on top, square up everything there. And you're going to say, now some people wonder where I keep the aces. And you're going to say, well, I keep the first ace about 26 cards down. Now this next part's very simple. All you're going to do here is break off about half the deck. It doesn't matter. But you're going to break off about half the deck here. With your left thumb, you're actually going to slip cut the top card into the middle, which is a completely random card, and then you just slap this back on top. So at full speed, it looks like you're just taking the ace out of nowhere. It should look like the ace just comes out of nowhere, but in reality, it's just second from the top. So that exact same move right there, you're going to do the exact same thing again. So you're going to say, and the ace of diamonds, I believe, is about 13 cards down. So you can take a bit of a smaller pack now and do these same moves. So slip off the top card, and then what I do is I actually slip off the top card, I set this pack down with the ace of diamonds, then I do this little twirly move here, where I basically just take my thumb in Mechanics Grip, move it from the side to underneath, then I push the pack up with my thumb, and I just turn my wrist over to set the cards down on the table, just like this. And at full speed, it actually looks really, really cool. So the whole thing should look like this. So we have the ace of spades, about 26 cards down, and the ace of diamonds, about 13 cards down from there. So that's the cool part right there. And then remember, we had the ace of hearts with the 2, 3, 4 of hearts, and just deal those cards singly on the table. And now you're still holding a double here. So what you can do at this point is you can do like a Stuart Gordon or something, or just kind of hold the cards together like this. But essentially you're just going to go 1, 2, 3 and take the bottom ace here and just peel it up like this. But if you do it really quickly, it looks like it's coming straight out of the ace of hearts. So you say, you just reach into the heart here and pull out the ace of clubs. And it's pretty simple to do that. You just kind of do that, and it's very simple. So yeah, nothing really to that. So 1, 2, 3, just like that. There you go. And now you have all 4 aces back again. So yeah, guys, that is essentially the entire tutorial for expectations versus reality. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you need more explanation on how to do like the patter or the talking during the performance, be sure to check out the performance video that I made about a year ago, because I do the exact patter that is supposed to be done during this trick. So just be sure to check that out if you have any questions regarding that. So anyways, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I know you've been waiting for this for a very long time, so hope you enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Bye.